hear the male perspective, listen to our show. Want to hear the female perspective? Right before our show goes up, we'll have a very special Pucks and Polish episode with Mandy and Kim. And they will be giving the female perspective on Evolution. That was Mandy's idea.
Oh, that's really cool. That's a great idea.
That was Mandy's idea. So we're going to be doing that in 2 weeks on Friday. So both shows will be going up on the Friday morning back to back. So you can hear both the male and female perspective on Evolution from our staff. So there you go.
That's actually a good idea.
So that's a big deal. Like I said, that was Mandy's idea. I will give her full credit for that every time. Because that was totally her idea to do that. So that's
I say we just go with theirs and just screw our.
Well, I figured we have our show because we'll also be doing Crown Jewel and other things to talk about. So I want to get both perspectives because I think it'd be interesting. I think it'd be more fun to have both perspectives. So that's what we're going to do in 2 weeks. So it's a little promotion, a little like pretty much note for future shows. A lot going on, and that's a big deal. And if I don't do enough podcasting enough time, I'm adding another show to my repertoire in the next couple of weeks to do this special extra show. Because I'm not even giving predictions on it. I'm literally just hosting it and letting them do their thing.
Yeah, I mean, why not?
I'm going to host it, obviously, and obviously produce it and record the whole thing, but I'll let them talk and do their thing. So that could be a fun show for them to do. I know Kim's really excited to come on. She hasn't been on the show in a long time, and she's really excited to come on and do the show with Mandy. And Mandy requested it, so here we go. We'll do it. So let's jump out of the wrestling world for a minute.
You suck!
I was like, how weird it was to hear this song in Sweden. How weird it was. So, the Devils were overseas. If you guys didn't hear, the Devils were abroad, as the hashtag said.
The Devils were with abroad?
The hashtag was Devils Go Abroad. That was actually the hashtag.
Oh.
All over the place on Twitter.
I thought they were with abroad.
Well, Amanda Stein was there. And she's gorgeous, so that works. She's gorgeous, so that works out.
Okay.
So, the Devils were overseas for the last, week. They've literally played one NHL regular season game. There are teams that have played 4 games already. We've played 1. That's it, going into this recording.
And we're undefeated.
Yes, we're undefeated. We'll get into that in a second. So, did you watch either game? Just curious, did you watch either game?
No, I was working both games.
Well, the Switzerland game I was working. I'll keep track of, obviously, on Twitter. I was at work, but I was at work for the Switzerland game. I do plan on watching it because I do want to put it on DVD like I did last year with the game, the Kraft game with Ottawa. Just for my personal collection, my Devils history collection. I like having those in my collection. So I'm going to do that and watch it that way. The Devils did beat SC Bern 3-2 in overtime. Because, why not? The cool part for me was the fact that Nico got his moment. I think that's fantastic. Yeah. Apparently they were playing tribute videos for Nico throughout the first period. And all this crazy stuff is going on for Nico. And that's really cool for him. Good for him. I mean, I'm proud of him for that. It's a really cool moment. You know who I feel bad for? Going into the Sweden game? Jesper Bratt.
Okay.
Did you hear what happened to him?
No.
Okay. He's Swedish. He was super excited to play in the game against Edmonton. He was in the starting lineup as of 2 days before that game. He didn't play in that game. Do you know why he didn't play in that game?
He broke his toe.
No. He had a busted jaw. You want to know how he got a busted jaw?
Ow.
He got hit in the face with a puck in practice.
Oh, come on. Are you serious?
Here's what happened. And this is what happened. And it wasn't one of those things where he was blocking a shot. Like, if he was blocking a shot or something along those lines, I understand. The puck, puck ricocheted off of the crossbar and hit him in the face. And he busted up his jaw 2 days before the Sweden game. He's out for 2 to 3 weeks.
That sucks.
Terrible timing. Like, you can't do anything about it. It was a freak accident. You can't even do anything about it. But he had to miss the Sweden game because of it. And that sucks. Like, he was in the starting lineup for that game. He was all ready to go. I feel bad for him. I feel so bad for him when that happened. Let me go on to Saturday, and I watched this game live. This was a crazy game to watch. It was bizarre. The crowd was rocking. And Mandy asked me, why are they playing in Sweden? Like, why is this game happening? Because it's opening day. Why are they in Sweden? I'm like, well, first of all, we have Swedish players on both sides. That's number one. And number two, the NHL really just wanted to have Taylor Hall versus other side, Edmonton.
Connor
McDavid head to head as the MVP versus the number one scorer. I think it's all they wanted. It's all they really wanted, and they ended up in Sweden to do it. How did you feel about them being overseas for the last week?
What was that? I'm sorry.
How did you feel about them being overseas for the last week? I think it's really cool for the league, but how did you feel about the Devils actually being involved in this?
I mean, it's about time that like we get involved in stuff because like for the longest time, like we just were never involved with anything, and you know it really started with the whole Stadium Series thing. Once we were doing the Stadium Series, it feels like you know we're starting to get included in all these really cool extra things, and you know it's about time.
And I think it's something to do with last year's run. Last year's run was amazing, and having Taylor Hall helps. Having Taylor Hall helps. Having Nico helps, and also it sounds like. This trip went so well. In the future, don't be surprised if the Devils go back overseas in the future.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Because that's actually what they were talking about during the first period of this game. The Devils management pretty much said, "We'll do this anytime. We'll do this anytime. Let's do it every year. I want to do it every year if they can." You know, it was such a great environment for this game. And the cool part was that the Devils actually brought because the SC Burn people didn't have a professional crew, NHL style crew. So they brought the Devils actually brought their PA people and all their production people with them to do all the work at SC Burn for that game. Okay. So all the music and everything else came from the Devils. Everything came from us. And then
and that picture that I saw with the soundboard?
Yeah, that was our guys in Switzerland.
That's cool.
Running the soundboard. It was really, really cool. And then apparently they did such a great job that they asked them to do the Sweden game too.
Nice.
So the Devils guys did the Sweden game too. So you can hear the Devils PA announcer in the background of the entire Sweden game. It was really, really cool. But that was won 5-2. They blew out Edmonton in the opening day game. It was so fucking cool to watch. Great game. It was a great fucking game to watch. And I really thought Palmer was going to get a hat trick. I really did. What's going? But fantastic game. Proud of the Devils. Proud of this happening. And I'd love for them to keep this going.
Yeah.
And we'll talk more Devils hockey as we go along this year. I hope we have more positive things to talk about because this team is so good. This team is so good. Oh, we were talking about this off air. We were talking about this off air right before we went on the air and I was getting everything set up. It's really also cool. You're talking about the NHL recognizing the Devils. It's really cool for them to have this behind the glass series on NHL Network.
Mm-hmm.
I've been watching this the last couple of weeks. It's such a good series. It is so good. By the way, John Hyde's got a mouth on him. Oh my God, John Mouth has got a mouth on him. He's the nicest family guy you can meet. It's like Herb Brooks. It reminds me of Herb Brooks in Miracle, where he's like the nicest guy on the road with him, but he gets on the ice and he has a mouth on him. Like, oh my God, they have to censor him so fucking much on his show during any like speech in the locker room on the ice. He curses so much, like, it's crazy. And another thing I have to know, Taylor Hall. They're talking about Taylor Hall in episode 2. Like, this is my area where I like to walk privately in Hoboken. Guess what? It's now on NHL Network. It's no longer a private area, Taylor. I'm sorry. Poor kid. You just ruined it for yourself. Because as a former New Jersey native, I recognize where he was just based on what I was watching.
Yeah.
Oh, man. So, well, that's that. We'll talk about Devils hockey as we go along. You sent me a text message yesterday. And I'm shocked I didn't send it to you first, but you beat me to it, so I'll let you have this one. What is coming out November 14th, Sal?
I know, I can't wait.
Tell everybody, talk about it.
They are doing they're doing another Greatest Showman soundtrack, but they are doing it's like a covers album, so they're basically taking the whole soundtrack and remixing it and having, you know, today's artists.
So let me get this straight. I just want to call you out on something here. So last year, when the Hamilton mixtape came out, And you made fun of me.
This is different.
No, it's not. It is not different. Because it is the same thing. It is literally the exact same thing.
No,
with
it's not.
Remix songs. They brought in modern artists.
No. The Hamilton mixtapes are other songs.
Most of the soundtracks on it. It's literally the same thing.
No, it's not, because this is the soundtrack redone. The Hamilton mixtape is just a random bunch of songs that have nothing to do with the show.
Okay, I'll get to that in a second. Talk about what's on here, and I'll talk about what's on here first. Go ahead.
Well, we have, I'm not going to obviously read the names of every song, but we have Panic at the Disco, we have Pink, Willow Sage Heart, we have Years and Years, which is actually a really good group, and Jess Glynn, which I think she's in a group, I don't remember, but she's really good too. We have Max, who's from New York, featuring Ty Dolla $ign, that's going to be an interesting one. Kelly Clarkson's on there. Kayla Settle.
She does the lead of This Is Me, so there you go, people that want to know her.
Right. With Kesha and Missy Elliott, so that's going to be interesting. James Arthur and Anne Marie, and I'm like all about Anne Marie right now. Sarah Bareilles.
That's awesome.
Zach Brown.
I want to hear Zach Brown band singing from now on. I want to hear that version bad.
I know. It's gonna be awesome. And then we have our bonus tracks. We have Pentatonics doing The Greatest Show, which that's going to sound amazing. Craig David, who's a name I haven't heard in like a decade.
Years.
Kesha doing her take of This Is Me. It's probably going to sound
weird.
And Zendaya doing her own solo acoustic version of Rewrite the Stars.
And I'm a sucker for acoustic songs, so I'm looking forward to that. I'm a total sucker. I love acoustic songs.
I cannot wait. I hope they release a couple of these songs like real soon.
It's not that far away. It's less than a month away. So this is very close to coming out. So we're getting there. I'm looking at some of that. So I brought up the Hamilton mixtape real fast. And I wanted to make a point here. One, see, My Shot, redone. Wait for It, redone. Satisfied, redone. Juicy-Anosia, redone. It's Quiet Uptown. By the way, if you've never heard of Hide and Have a Color Clarkson people, you should listen to it. Amazing. It'll make you cry. This would be enough. That's Alicia Keys, redone. You'll Be Back, redone. Helpless, which by the way is Ashanti and Ja Rule, which is amazing because the original concept of that was actually an Ashanti Ja Rule duet, and they actually got them to sing the song that was inspired by their own duets, which I think is pretty cool.
Oh, okay.
And then Burn, and then that's also a remix, and then Washington's by Your Side of the remix. History Has Its Eyes on You is a redo. So half the songs on the Hamilton soundtrack are just redos of the original songs. So
okay, half.
And the other half are songs that were cut from the musical. The other half are songs that were cut.
Well, then they don't count.
So all right, that's that. We'll argue about that.
No, poop on you.
So that's that. All joking aside, I am looking forward to this soundtrack. I am looking forward to this.
Oh my god, I can't wait.
So, one more thing. I'm going to go to the next thing on here. This is more because I thought that was going to be here, but it's still a very big deal. The Wrestle Kingdom 13 main event is officially set, and I'm excited. It is the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship. It is Kenny Omega versus Hiroshi Tanahashi. And just so you know, Sal, how this works is the G1 winner gets the title shot at Wrestle Kingdom, and then he has to defend it twice. He has to defend his title shot twice. And he actually, once those are done, then we make the official announcement for Wrestle Kingdom. So now the main event for January is now set.
Wow, okay.
So this is it. There's no more title defenses for Kenny Omega. There's no more defenses of the case for the title one number one contendership. This is it. This is the main event of Wrestle Kingdom set in stone. It will not change between now and January. That's how Japan does things. So they have now three months to hype up a match.
That's more than enough time.
That's plenty enough time, especially because Tanahashi is like a legend in New Japan, and Kenny Omega is obviously Kenny Omega. So there you go.
Right.
So there you go. Wrestle Kingdom is set in stone, and whether Chris Jericho is coming back. Chris Jericho appeared in New Japan this week.
Oh,
did you hear about this? He is the He's the IWGP Intercontinental Champion still. By the way, he's still their champion, but he doesn't show up much because he's got Fozzy stuff to do.
Right.
And the last time everyone saw him was at All In. That was the last time everyone saw him was All In. When he attacked Kenny Omega at All In. I don't know. And if anyone missed that, he was dressed up like Pentagon Dark.